To me, this is like a Werther's sugar-free original. Welcome back to Vic P Reviews. Before we start, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. It helps my channel, and that way you don't miss any videos from me. Today we're going to be talking about Caramel Cascade by Paris Corner. So I was using this for about a week. This has had 3 weeks of maceration or maturation. Let's look at the bottle a little bit. This has like a rubbery, velvety exterior bottle. It looks very simple yet classy. I think it's a nice design. I enjoy this design. It looks very feminine. So let's take off the top. Look at the atomizer. Fantastic. Now let's spray. It's a pressurized atomizer. And let's smell this creature. So I wore this for about a week. Let me tell you the notes while this airs out. The top notes are caramel, milk. The middle notes are tonka bean and honey. The base notes are vanilla and white musk. I love vanilla scents, don't get me wrong, but this scent has a major disadvantage right off the get-go, and I'll tell you why. I cannot help but compare this scent to this scent. This is Eclair by Lattafa. I have used this for about a month at this point, and I tried this for about a week, and I didn't use this while I was using this. As I tell you about Caramel Cascade, I'll compare it a little bit to Eclair. When you first spray Caramel Cascade, there is a sharp sweetness that comes off as starkly artificial. This is something interesting when I read online. A lot of people compared that artificial quality with rubber or burnt plastic or as something bitter. And this makes me, I kind of analyzed this a little bit. I analyzed this thought that it would smell like that, and I think about it like something in the food world. Think about something like stevia, right? To me, stevia tastes bitter, but for a lot of people, stevia tastes sweet. So possibly when they smell this, when a lot of people smell this initially, they can't get to the sweetness, they only get hit by the bitterness behind that artificialness. Either way, that initial note goes away, that initial sweetness. Whenever I talk about an initial note, usually it's an overwhelming thing because that's when the alcohols are drying off and there's a lot of volatile chemicals that are just spreading everywhere. So that initial smell in all scents are very strong and very powerful, but they go away pretty quickly. So those initial scents are going away pretty quickly. As this dries down, you are left with a very stark difference between Eclair and Caramel Cascade. This one continues to smell like a sweet caramel, while Eclair smells more like honey and milk and an indulgent thing. When Caramel Cascade dries down, Caramel Cascade continues to have a hard edge to its smell. It continues to have a sharpness to it, a slight unpleasantness to it that tickles the nose. It feels like it's too aggressive. It feels like it's too brash. It feels like it's too juvenile. On the other hand, when Eclair dries down, it has a deeper note of milk or lactonic note and honey that rounds out those hard edges and makes it a lot less harsh to the nose. when I compare Caramel Cascade to Eclair, Eclair is a lot less harsh, a lot less sickly sweet than Caramel Cascade. Another thing that Caramel Cascade is unfortunately not holding a candle to when it comes to Eclair is the projection or the longevity. Although Caramel Cascade can last around 6 to 8 hours, it's usually as a skin scent rather than projecting out. It is not a monster, it is not a beast. It kind of shoots its projection pretty quickly, and within 2 or 3 hours it turns into a small bubble and then a skin scent very quickly after that. So you don't expect to be projecting a lot with Caramel Cascade. And on clothes, if you're expecting to keep it around for more than a day, it will not stay on your clothes. You're gonna have to respray. So for example, I use these types of scents, these very, very, very indulgent gourmand smells. I use them as sleeping scents, so I put them on my clothes and my pillows to sleep, to like kind of lull me into a nap or a sleep. And this one, within a day, I had to respray. Eclair, on the other hand, can last the entire week without respraying it. It can stay on your clothes for days on end. This has to be washed out of your clothes. The online buzz of Caramel Cascade is not super popular. It's not super positive. There's a lot of usage of the words disgusting, rubber, synthetic. They're thrown around a lot. There's a general vibe of either you like it or you hate it. It's a good scent. It's a decent scent. It's just not all there. But I get why people would dislike it, because it's so harsh. It's so sharp on the nose. Like right now I want to sneeze. It has a rating on Fragrantica of 3.76 out of 5 with 294 votes, which I thought this was more popular than it is, because there's a lot of reviews about it on YouTube. So I thought this was a lot more popular than it seems to be online. Compare the vibes of this. To me, this is more like an indulgent ice cream or a milk infused with caramel and honey and nuttiness and things like that, right? So to me, this is more like an indulgent type of dessert. To me, this is like a Werther's sugar-free original. That's the kind of vibes that I get. If you close your eyes and you think about what you prefer to eat, or what you prefer to have, whether it's something that is a delicious ice cream or milk infused or a sugar-free candy that you got from the bottom of your purse, which one would you go for? Again, this is not macerated, this is not matured, this might get better. But so far, this is kicking this's butt, and neither of these are matured. So this might get even better. This is the comparison I can give you. Taking it on its own, the rating I can give Caramel Cascade is about a 7 out of 10. It is okay. It's not great. With maturation, it might get better. I might increase my rating. But as it is, it's something that I will use. I will definitely use it. But I probably won't buy it again unless it gets considerably better. Would I recommend it? No. I cannot possibly recommend Caramel Cascade when something like Eclair already exists in the market. Do you have Caramel Cascade? Do you agree with me on this fragrance? Am I being too harsh on this because I already have Eclair? Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and remember to always smell your best. See ya.